My name is Ken, and today we're planning 3 factories with Satisfactory and then designing the blueprints for a modularly constructed starter motor factory. Enjoy! What's first? Probably this, to be honest with you. Because when we design new factories, I'm going to want the Mark IV belt available. We really need to build a motor factory before we do much else. We can build a motor factory with tier 3. What do we get then? We just get the jetpack? I'll take the 3 inventory slots. Let's do this. Let's definitely get the jetpack. Let's get the inventory slots. And then once I get the jetpack up and running, I'll feel better about hard drive hunting. There's 16. That's not enough to do anything, but we can make them. Yeah, okay, so we really need to build 3 factories now. We need to build a Caterium factory, a crystal slash silica slash crystal oscillator factory. We need to plan where our computer factory is going to go. Is it going to go in the Caterium factory, or is it going to go in the crystal factory? And we need to make a motor factory. How involved do I want this central hub to be? Well, we're going to make a rotor factory. This is temporary. We're going to actually basically pull all this out. We actually might build our motor factory here and pull all this out. Maybe. Haven't decided, but rotors are going to come from our motor factory for sure.
Milestone reached. Fixit has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
We're flying now, boys. All right. What do we need to make a motor? I mean, a jetpack. And then we need some fuel for this. Solid biofuel will work for now, I suppose. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's better than damn parachute. Unfortunately, we're not prepared to move through this yet. We need to build basically 3 factories. Hey, buddy. Who do we have? Okie dokie Loki, the based doggo. He's our base doggo. I don't want to make a crystal. Here, let's pull out the tools, baby. Let's pull out the tools. Satisfactorytools.com. All right, new factory. We need to make a crystal factory. So let's check out crystal oscillators. What options do we have here? I'm not making crystal oscillators with screws. It's not going to happen. So let's go to recipes. And where is our crystal oscillator recipe? Also, you always turn off the reanimated SAM when you're doing this, because it'll use that recipe and do some weird SAM or stuff. I found so far, at least. All right, where's our crystal oscillator picture? Right here, insulated. That's with rubber. We don't want that, actually. I thought there was another one. Am I insane? Let's go to the wiki. It's gone. They changed it. Or it was never there and I'm insane. So we can plan for it. And we will. Okay, where's our computers gonna go? At the Caterium plant or at the crystal plant? We could go crystal plant, where we're making the crystal oscillators. Right, so we make the crystal oscillators with this set, and we need iron cable. So we need iron and copper and crystal. And then we have our crystal oscillators. I like this computer recipe. It's very simple, right? Look at look at it. This needs 52 quick wire per minute, 15 circuit boards per minute, and 22 rubber per minute, whereas this only needs 5, 1/3 the amount of circuit boards per minute, no rubber, and it does need almost 2 crystal oscillators per minute, so it uses up a lot of crystal, but you get almost the same amount of computers. I like this one better. I mean, this one's not bad either. We will have a lot of plastic, but you get less out of it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and turn on. We're designing 3 factories. 2. We're going to design 2 factories right now. The computer factory, which I think is going to be either, we're not going to do the Caterium computer. So it's going to be either the cable and plastic or crystal oscillator. All right, that's where the computers are going to be. Okay, so we've got our plan. We're going to do crystal oscillators, the regular recipe only, not Caterium computer. Where's the other computer? Crystal computer. Okay. And then what is our limit on, I don't want to, I know where it is. There's a crystal right in here because I saw it. And I don't want to run over there just to look and see how many we have. So I'm using this tool. I am trying to only use this tool when I've already discovered something. It's right here. It's a normal. So we have what, 300 to work off of basically? Maximum for now, 300 per minute. Okay, so let's go here. Let's change the items per minute to 300 raw quartz. And that's our limiter, okay? So production. You just go through and you turn on what you want and what you don't want available to you. In fact, let's go ahead and turn on all alternate recipes. Okay, and then we'll turn off the ones that we don't want. I didn't want this one. So insulated crystal oscillator, let's turn that off. That may be more trouble than it's worth. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. We still have fuel happening in here. Why did fuel get added for the plastic? Okay, let's turn off recycled plastic and recycled rubber because we don't have any blenders. I'm not going to play that game anyway. Not that I think those happen in refineries, but okay, better. No pure quartz crystal. Ooh, do we have coal? Wow, we're gonna need more crystal. There is coal over there, so we could do that. We'd have to find this though. Dang, we may have to go hard drive hunting first, you guys. But we're not making 10. We're not making 10, so let's set what we want to make. If we make a computer, alternate crystal computer, how many does that make? I'm probably actually fine with this. Let's do 3.3333 per minute. Okay, I'm fine with one assembler. 3.3333. Okay, one assembler. That's half of an assembler. Let's turn off the Caterium computer. One assembler. Okay. And we're turning off steamed copper sheets. I probably should have not turned on all of them. Should have turned on the ones I have. Problem is I don't know if there's ones like this crystal one that I may want that I don't know what I don't know. That's why I turned them all on, kind of, you know? Nitric, yeah, get this quartz purification out of here. Okay, this is significantly simpler. Yeah, fused quartz crystal, I think we want that one. I think we're looking good here. And then the silicon circuit board I really like because it cuts plastic out. Is this the one that I always like to use? Yes. Yes, the silicon circuit board, we're definitely doing this one. We have to go, we don't have this yet. This is the good one because it means we can do circuit boards before plastic. This is looking very good. I like this a lot. It's looking great. Okay, crystal oscillator. So we're definitely going to need, how about 2 manufacturers worth? So we need an additional 1/3 of a manufacturer worth of crystal oscillator. And what is a manufacturer worth of crystal oscillator? 1. So 0.333. Is that what you're telling me? We can't do that. It's got to be 1.333. Let's do crystal oscillator. We're gonna have to do the motor factory first. Crystal oscillator, let's do 1.33333. Okay, 3 manufacturers whole of crystal oscillators, perfect. 1 assembler whole of crystal computers, perfect. Is this gonna be our copper plant too? Are we gonna make extra cable? Are we gonna make extra wire here? I think it is. I think this is going to be our computer, copper, and crystal factory and circuit boards. We're making a beast of a factory here, guys. So let's make whole numbers here. Silicon circuit board. We need 0.6 of an assembler. More of circuit boards. Okay, what's 12.5 times 0.6? 7.5. So 7.5 circuit boards. So you see what I'm doing here? I am making it so that we can, I don't care if we have 7.5 circuit boards or 10.5 or whatever. What I care about is making sure that we just have 1 assembler of circuit boards here, right? We didn't need the whole one for the crystal computer assembler. So the extra will make 7.5 circuit boards, and that'll be great. That'll be more than enough. You know, this is a basic minimum factory, right? That's the idea here. This isn't a mega factory. This is like so that we get it automated so we can move on, right? Let's keep going here. How about cable? Let's do 0.6 of a constructor for cable. Cable makes 30. So we need an extra 0.6. So 30, 18 cable per minute. Okay, so now there's 2 whole constructors. Nice. Now I like this alternate iron wire. Means we don't need, oh, this pure iron ingot needs to go. I don't want to be building any refineries. Okay, now we have whole 7 constructors. And all I'm doing here is I'm just asking for it to, I'm asking it to make an additional amount of whatever item it takes to make whole buildings. Okay, that's all I'm doing, right? We'll do the same thing with iron plates here. Okay, we're not making iron plates anywhere else. We're not making it in the other factories. Okay, I think we have our factory. Let's check our silica. Right here, 1 assembler, perfect. So, this is pretty simple. 1 assembler to make computers, 3 manufacturers to make crystal oscillators, 2 constructors to make cable, 2 assemblers to make reinforced iron plate, 1 foundry to make iron plate, 8 constructors to make wire, 5 constructors to make copper sheets, 1 assembler to make circuit boards, and 1 assembler to make silica, and then everything else that goes with it. Okay, here's our baby. Now, what we need to do is we can't build this right now because we don't have all, well, besides the fact that we don't have manufacturers unlocked, we don't have all of the, we don't have all the recipes. I'll just get hard drives, right? We need them. We have to do them. And I need more summer sloops, and I need more Mercer spheres. I need it all, right? And I'm almost out of power shards, right? We have to go hunting. Okay, so this is our computer factory. It's designed, right? Our starter computer factory. So let's make a new one. First let's write down the recipes that we need. Cheap silica is one I didn't have. Cheap silica. Okay, nice. Let's do the next one. This one's probably the toughest one we'll do. We need to do high-speed connectors. A very, very small amount, please. High-speed connectors. And we are going to do one manufacturer's worth. We'll do it with cable so we don't have to move. We'll do this one, regular one. So we want 3.75. 3.75 per minute. Okay, one manufacturer, perfecto. Recipes, what are we gonna do here? Let's try doing this the other way. Instead of turning them all on, let's turn on the ones that we know we have. We're gonna have to ship circuit boards, aren't we? We need 3.75. We're gonna have to move them over there. Okay, so how you do this is we're actually gonna add an input and we're gonna do circuit boards. And what did I say, 3.75? Silicon circuit board. Let's go ahead and there. Okay, now does our other factory, are we making enough circuit boards to afford that? It'll leave us only with 4. Honestly, that's probably fine. There'll be a lot on the belt. That's a long ass belt, but that's probably fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that for now. That simplifies this factory by a lot if we ship in circuit boards for now. Okay, what else are we making here though? The only other thing we're making here is AI limiters, right? I just don't know what I need. So no Caterium circuit boards, no plastic, so no plastic AI limiter, please. What else? Well, that's pretty simple. I like it. This got simple fast. And 10 is perfect. Well, actually, I'm gonna blow our minds here because I love syncing AI limiters for extra points. So let's take a look and see how much Caterium ore we get out of this. And we're gonna be getting 600. Well, let's call it 480 because we won't have a Mark 5 for a long time. So let's do 480. Let's limit our Caterium ore to 480 per minute. Okay. Right now we're using only 100. So let's see what happens if we maximize AI limiters. It may do something stupid. Let's see what happens though. All right, it did do something stupid. Alternate heavy oil residue, get rid of that. And copper alloy ingot. No insulated cable either. No oil is available to you. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're back to the simple. It's a lot of copper ore and a lot of iron ore. Oh, we need extra quick wire. That's what we need to make here. Fused quick wire. How much do we? 90. This is a big factory. For a lot. I don't know, man. Let's limit our copper ore and our iron ore here. Let's limit our copper ore to 48. We're playing 480. We're playing dangerous games. No leached. We're playing a dangerous game. This is going to be a big factory if we do it this way. Still a lot of AI limiters, but not as many. All right, let's... Okay, here we go. 0.433. That's 0.566. 0.566 times 60. 33.96. That's a good number. I'll take it. 33.96. Let's get this. It's doing it twice. I don't want that. Let's just do one or the other. Let's just use, let's get the fused quick wire out of there. I broke it. All right, it won't do enough. All right, 30, 20. Let's do maximize now. 27. Let's get rid of this. 29. How about 25? Yep. All right. One more time. 0.166 times 60. 166. 9.96. That's not enough. 69.96. Can we do it? We can. Look at that. Almost 480. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Give me that 13 constructors. There it is. All right, guys. This is our boy. We're making AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and quick wire here. And we're making a way more AI limiters than we need, and we're gonna use them to sync. So let's plan our next factory, and that's gonna be the motor factory. And we're gonna try to make at least 6. So let's look at the motor recipe. We're doing one of these, and we're not doing that one. So we're just doing the regular motor recipe, fine. 5 per minute. Well, we're gonna make 10. So we're gonna make 10 motors per minute. And then rotors and stators as well. So we actually might do this one. We may do this one first. We may do this one like right now. Right? So motors per minute, maybe even 15. 6 was my minimum. Let's make a motor factory. Let's say 15. What other? Okay, we're definitely changing out the rotor recipe. Not the copper rotor, that's worse. I'm gonna try to not turn on all the recipes this time. I'm gonna refrain. Steel rotors, we're making steel rotors for sure. And let's take off regular rotors. Okay, what alternates do we have for stators? Let's look it up this way. Stators, which one do we want? Not the quick wire one. We don't want that. So we're fine with the regular stator, the regular motor, and then the alternate rotor. Okay, so what are we looking like? Steel rotor, a decent amount of wire. This is looking good. This is looking nice and simple. This is looking like something we can do in the next like 3 hours. We need some extra stators and rotors. So 5 per minute. Let's make 10. And then what about rotors? Let's make 10. 10, 10, 15. This is like the easiest factory in the world, you guys. Especially after that other craziness we just did. Is there anything else that we need to automate inside this factory? Is there something that I'm forgetting? So I like this. I like this a lot. I can't see anything else we need to do here. Is there any other items that I am forgetting that we need? I mean, the space elevator parts, sure. Motors, we have that going. We have those going. We'll have to do plastic and rubber, obviously, in a power plant. Okay, I think that this factory is ready, and I think that we have everything we need to make this factory, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now, and we're gonna do it with blueprints. So let's actually think about our blueprints here. We're gonna make 3 kinds of blueprints. We're gonna make a motor blueprint that we're gonna build 3 times. We're gonna make a steel rotor blueprint that we're gonna build 2 times. And we're gonna make a stator blueprint that we're gonna build 2 times. Now, doing it this way, the way I'm about to do this, is not efficient on this tiny of a factory. It would be easiest to just build 18 constructors in a row, just like we did over for our steel factory. But I want to practice and I want to show you how I build factories with blueprints so that if this number was 10 times bigger, we could do it. We would just build more blueprints. I mean, we have blueprints unlocked, right? Where we're gonna build our blueprint. This is the first blueprint designer I built, you guys, in this save. And if you know me, blueprints are my jam. I freaking love blueprints. Let's do it over here. We're building our first blueprints. I'm so excited.
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
It is a you problem. Okay, we have a floor. Here's what I want to do. I want to make the entire production line of a motor assembly in one blueprint. So we're going to design it so that it's a complete piece. And then we just feed it the raw materials. So that starts with an assembler. We got a motor. We need 10 rotors and 10 stators. Okay, so in order to do that, we do it here. Let's try it here. Okay, there's our 10 rotors. All right. Now it's time to go up. We're out of space. Steel, huh? What if we make these the stators down here? Still need the steel either way. I don't know if we can fit all this in one, you guys. Maybe we don't. Okay, hold on. Let's pull this motor out. Let's break it into smaller pieces. Let's just make one for 5 rotors and one for 5 stators. Now we're talking. This we can fit into blueprint. Yes, this is how we do this factory. Because in reality, we don't need to make a motor blueprint. We need to make a stator blueprint and a rotor blueprint, and then we just combine them. And let's do this. So now this isn't going to be a motor. This is going to be, let's do steel rotors first. Okay, so that means I got to switch this over to the steel rotor one. Okay. Yeah, this one's easier. So we'll do this one first, get warmed up. Don't need those. We need a smelter, a foundry, and 2 constructors. Now, the smelter and the foundry, I want them to face the same direction that this output is coming out. Okay, so I've changed my mind. Let's go ahead and move him backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do the smelter and the foundry. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna line these up, these blueprints, and we're going to have control over exactly where their inputs come in and their outputs, right? And we'll feed it with one bus line because it's the same stuff. Okay. We need a copper ingot here, and we need a steel ingot here. And now we need 2 constructors. One feeds right here. How's our flow? All Mark 1s. Let's change this steel ingot. Let's change this to copper ingot. Let's change this to regular wire. And let's change this to steel pipe. All right, now again, I'm looking here at, this is my setup. I'm only doing a setup for just 5 rotors a minute. Nice and easy. Okay, we're building a little mini factory. Okay, 5 rotors per minute. We're taking all of these pieces, right? And then we're going to use them to build chunks out of this factory, right? We're going to build 8 of these mini factories because we need 8 assemblers that does steel rotors, right? All this shit back here, we are downloading into a blueprint that just does steel rotors, right? This guy. All right, so we're sort of pre-building all the work. And then we just build it 8 times. And stick it on a bus line, and we're done. All right, so what do we need here? Steel pipes and wire. Okay, well, steel pipes and wire. I mean, essentially, this thing's already done. Now, it's not quite done. We're going to do some underclocking. If we look, we don't need the full. The only thing that we need full is the assembler and the constructor. So the steel pipe, we're going to take to 50%. The copper ingot, we're going to take to 50%. And the steel ingot, we're going to take to 1/3. So it also means that these things are super efficient power-wise. This is going to drastically reduce the power it takes for us to do these. So copper ingot, 50%. Okay, this takes 4. It still says it takes 4, even though we know it doesn't. That one, it stays at 100%. This one, we need, again, I mean, if we look at the recipe, right? We only need 10 steel pipes per minute. Okay, well, this makes 20. So back it down to 50. Boom, there's our 10. Right, and then within the blueprint, it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Now this one, we only need 15, and we're making 45, so this one's 33.3333. Okay, now it'll give us our 15, and we're done. Now let's hook the power up. Oh, let's do this. Let's put rotors on the bottom. Rotors are going to go on the first floor. We need iron, coal, and copper. Okay, so let's put them on our bus in a way that we can predict. We'll put rotors on the bottom. We will put stators one up from the bottom here. Stators will go there. We're not making stators yet, but we're keeping in mind for our bus, we'll need a space for stators, which means that our 3 items here have to start at 2 above. So let's go ahead and let's do. We'll do them so that they look nice in order. We'll do iron and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Copper's on the top. Okay, so now we have everything planned. Let's make our power. This is how I did my mega factories, guys. This is what it was. All right, and then I love hiding my dirty laundry underneath. I love doing it. You're not gonna do that for me, are you? I know I have a problem. I hate looking at gross wires. And whenever I make one of these, I hide the wires. There we go. By the way, we don't need all this anyway. We're gonna save some space and we're gonna build a halfie, but not yet. The rest of our friends, I want to hide because I can't help who I am. Boom. Boom. Do I have catwalks unlocked? We do. We have catwalks. Oh, I'm getting in trouble. It's starting. It's starting, you guys. I love catwalks. Where can we access all the machines from the catwalk? I try to make my catwalks a universal height off of this ground, but we could just get silly. I have a problem, you guys. I love catwalks. I like building them and doing stupid things with them. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. All right, here's our starting area. And then what I'll try to do is I will start the next blueprint with this as a starter. And we'll just change out the items that need changing. This is it. That's really just the goal. The simplest catwalk that allows me to reach everything. Customizer. I don't really have a lot of options. So let's grab some though. What do we need? What do we need? We need this. I needed that earlier. I didn't have it and I was irritated. I'm never buying those. I hate floor pipelines. We're not really doing a lot of hypertubes right now, or probably in the future, so I'm not going to worry about those. Me without signs is like a fish out of water. We're doing those. Lights. I'm not really worried about lights in these earlier factories, so I'm going to let that go. We've already had 11. Customizer. Let's buy these. Let's buy what I have. Buy all. I love these and I want them. I want them even more. But we really need concrete and grip. I've just got 6 left.
All fixit vetted materials are tested for toxins, hallucinogens, and other biologically adverse effects. Pioneers are advised not to immerse themselves in these materials and not to lick, eat, breathe in, or otherwise consume them.
I can't lick them? What? Oh yeah, look at that. So this is pure white. I did 5. And then we'll make the bus something else, like maybe pure black or something. Just for funsies. Because we can, people, because we can. All right, I think this is ready. Rotor, start, back. Now, let's switch over to stators. So here's what we've been working on. Okay, copper, coal, iron go in, 5 rotors come out. Now we're gonna build the stator version. Now the only part that really throws us on the stator, copper, coal, and iron ore go in. That's fine. Steel ingot, all this is fine. The part that is gonna throw us is this wire constructor. I don't wanna build it so that I need a power slug. So we're gonna have to build 2 constructors for wire instead of 1. We're gonna have to fit that right now. Let's see if actually, let's bring this out to its full measure again. And maybe I change the coloring so that we can quickly see the difference. But I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Can we fit 2? Almost, you dirty dog. Almost. That would have been the best. But we cannot. It's very bright. It's very silly. Can we build it here? Ooh. Ooh. I like to keep it all on the ground. Bring him up all the way. We'll do a merger here. Now, check this out. See this? You can force lifts to connect closer than this. So we can get this lift in the blueprint maker. All right, and we will. But first, I just want to make sure that this works out. Can we, if we go this way, does it, ooh. All right, well, we'll force it by taking it here and then taking it there. Okay. And then. Ooh, let's go down the middle, actually. All right, so here, check this out. We're gonna do a wall. And it's gonna go up to the height that we're gonna take the... Need to be that high. The belt, yeah, it probably does. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a point, a reference point. Up here. See? And we're gonna give it a reference point that will fit in the blueprint maker right here. And then we're gonna connect it. Now, listen carefully. Let me turn off the music. This is important. You hear this noise? Bink. Bink. Okay, that is the indicator that you know that you're connected. Okay. I switched I reversed the direction, and now, no noise. I reversed the direction to correct. That's how you know you're connected. All right. So that trick is very, very useful. I use it all the time. All right. We have our modular blueprint. Change this over to Stator. Okay, 40 wire per minute. Okay, wire, this is gonna do, we'll do 20 and 20. Okay, those are 20 wire per minutes. And for 20 wire per minute, we need 20 ingots per minute. All right, and then this should be good here. And this is gonna be a total of 20. Yes, it's 10 and 10. Yeah, 20 total. Yeah, we're good, which we have, because we're splitting it. 10 here, 10 over here. This is 10 as well. Okay, good. So this guy's set. How is our steel? Pipes. What do we need? We need 15. What do we set here? Steel pipe set to 15. Okay. And then that means we need 22.5 steel ingots per minute. So we go over here and we type in here 22.5 steel ingots. Get that in. We eat the 22.5 steel ingots. It gives us 15 steel pipe. The 15 steel pipe go into here for our 1 stator, or our 5 stators per minute. Okay. And then we are going to change the color so that we can tell the difference between the two. And I'm kind of just fooling around with the white and stuff. Kind of remembering what goes where. These starter factories, guys, these aren't really factories that are for show. These are basic B factories. Okay. We're kind of playing and we're having a good time and we're experimenting. This is our college experimental phase. Okay, let's change this up. Let's do grip metal for stators. I'm actually not really happy with that white. I'm gonna be honest with you. When we reload to fix that screw up that we made, I'm gonna change it. We're just gonna do utilitarian here with this. And we'll call it good. I do want to make sure that everybody gets a chrome finish. Everybody that got built fresh gets a chrome finish. But yeah, I hide the wires for myself because I hate them. They irritate the hell out of me. Okay, so let's do this again. Not rotor starter fac. We're gonna do stator starter fac, and we're gonna change this over to a stator, not a star. I'm gonna select the icon. We're gonna keep it gray. We're gonna set the directory. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this, and then the color is good. And then we're gonna do 5 stators per minute for starter factory. Inputs are copper, iron ore, and coal. Those are all the same. So let's save this bad boy. Okay, now let's clear the blueprint designer. Clear the blueprint designer. And then let's load the rotors because I do want to change. I am going to change over to the grip metal. I like the white. This is not the correct use of it. All right, and then we forgot to hook this guy up, didn't we? We did. So we can't have that. Now, here's the deal. Could I have already built this factory by now? Probably. But remember when I said when we started, we are practicing a skill that is going to come in handy when we build larger factories. Okay. It's always with blueprints that it takes a long time to set up. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, save the rotor blueprint. We have to change the catwalks. Good enough. Aw. I'm not gonna change it though. Not gonna change it. Because we had to move this guy. He wasn't in the way before, but he is in now. We can't see. Oh yeah, we can. Well, we can just look at this. All right, it's fine. That irritates me, but damn it. I just can't help myself, you guys. I gotta follow my own rule. If you don't like it, delete it. It's not as egregious, though. I don't have a problem, all right? You have a problem. I don't have a problem. I could stop anytime I wanted to. I could stop anytime I wanted to. I just don't want to. Okay, I think we're good. All right. So basically we're ready to build this factory, except should I do it? Should I make a bus blueprint? Yeah, let's do it. Let's make a bus blueprint. Make a bus blueprint. We need to extend our space, unfortunately. 4, 1, 2, 3. We're going through the whole process, guys. This is how I did my mega factories. We're watching the sausage get made. Okay. Now, we're going to make a blueprint that is going to be a central bus for us. And I think we're going to make it just one thick. I don't think we need any... let's check. Let's check the big factory. Do we have any inputs that are going to go over where we would need multiple belts? 280, 300, 300. So no, we can only do 270 right now because of Mark III, but we'll be able to do a Mark IV pretty soon. So I'm not going to design it where we need to do double belt, 2 Mark IIIs. I'm just going to design it where we'll make it a Mark IV. Okay. So 1 belt for everything. 1 belt for everything. Okay, nice and easy. So we need mergers for these 2 guys. Do right down the middle, merger, right? Because this would connect here. Oh, we're off. This is why I'm doing this. Okay, so we're off. Okay. So this bus is going to be built right next to this guy, and he's going to be our easy hookup. Okay, same thing with here. Because remember, we built the rotor right against the ground. So the rotor comes in, goes against the ground. The stator comes up, comes in here. And then we have boom, boom, boom. All right, and now these are going to be splitters. Let's make these go the other way. Okay, so it should be right here. And then that should be 3 up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we can get rid of all of these. And this will connect straight to there and go right in. And remember, the stator and the rotor, we did not change these. These are the same, and they're the same copper, coal. Well, it doesn't really matter. These 2 are interchangeable, coal and iron. I'm gonna build this here so that they match. The belts will do... I've run into a problem pre-making belts, and I liked it better when I didn't do that. So we'll connect the belts by hand afterwards. So this is done already. Okay, so we're gonna save this. Okay. Set directory is gonna be starter factory under motor factory. Okay, and then we're gonna change these. We're gonna select the icon and we're gonna call this we're gonna go for a splitter here. Okay, and then we're gonna go with our gray color. Select. All right, we're ready to build our motor factory, and a lot of the work is already done. I think this is where we're gonna put our black, so that it's different. And we don't have any. And to do that pure black, guys, it is -1. Right here, you do -1 or like negative. You can do a lot of stuff. -1. Let's try -10. I think you can do a -10. I've never done it. Oh yeah, very black. Okay. Now, if I had, if I was doing one that I wanted, we could do like yellow stripes here, which is what I typically do for the bus. Okay, let's save blueprint. Now, where are we building our dang motor factory? Well, we need some copper or some coal and some iron ore. So let's take a look at our coal. We already are using this one down here to full potential. Let's go take a look. Let's go see what we're doing. Let's see if we've got any leftover coal. So if our factory was in full 100% mode, which it's not right now because we don't have the heavy modular frame. But if it is, how much coal are we actually using? So we're actually using 480 coal. And I did that on purpose. So this coal plant is toasterfied. He's in full use. So we can't do anything here except, I mean, until we get Mark 5. So he's done. So we would have to use the coal over here. All right, and how much do we need? 300. All right, we need 300 iron and we need 280 copper. Everything we need is right there. It's the copper. I think this is our spot. I think this is our motor factory right here.
Thank you for watching episode 11. There's a link to the full episode playlist in the description.